Okay, sorry about that. It cut me off. This is going to be brief because we've only got like one slide left after this. The Federalists, published under the name Publius, as we said, they were actually written by Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and James Madison. They tried their best to reassure the people that the new government would not overpower the states. So, in each of these papers, I know a lot of you had referenced them or researched them for the Constitutional Convention, which is kind of silly because it came before the Constitutional Convention was before the Federalist Papers. Anyway, they went back and they reassured, they said, hey, this is what's good about the Constitution. Don't worry about that. This is good about the Constitution. Don't worry about that. Anti-Federalist papers were just the opposite. They were written to tell people to not approve the Constitution. The ratification. The Constitution only needed 9 states for it to go into effect, so 2/3 majority of the states. However, to establish and preserve unity, the Founding Fathers wanted it to be ratified unanimously. That means that every single state in the 13 original states had to vote on this unanimously, everyone. On December 1st, 1787, Delaware became the first state to ratify the Constitution. Federalist leaders knew that large states needed to ratify to show broad support. Large states meant you had more people. If more people vote for it, then that shows, hey, a lot of Americans agree with this and think this is a good thing. They also had to promise a Bill of Rights protecting individual rights. That's the answer to what was in the last video. Well, what would they do to ensure specific individual rights for people and to reassure these people that they had these specific individual rights listed and laid out in the Constitution? First 10 amendments of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Virginia ratified in late 1787, followed by New York. Those are the two biggies, the two big states. Rhode Island finally ratified in May 1790, becoming the 13th and final state to ratify the Constitution of the United States because they really weren't into it, but they knew everybody else had done it. So they signed and said, okay, we'll give this Constitution a shot. So that is the history of the Constitution. That's where we will end today. You should have either finished the Federalist, Anti-Federalist excerpt in the paper, or depending upon what class it is, you will begin that right now. And I, Mr. Lilly, will tell you more about that in just a sec. Have a good day.